Okay, so I want to show you guys something that's probably going to be loud because the kids are running wild right now. They've been inside, it's been raining. But this is the school lunch that they have been giving us, and I don't want to be like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything like that. Like, we really do appreciate the free. I mean, this is free. They're giving this out to anybody who wants it. Sometimes I forget to even go get it. Sometimes I just don't get it because it's really not a lot of the food we eat. But it, when it's free, you know what I mean? So it's like, but I got it this week because I wanted to show what they're feeding. This is basically public school system lunch in America. And, obviously it's like to-go food, a situation. But it's similar to how they feed them when they're there cooking. And so they would typically give, like, something like this. Hot dog, pizza. Okay, there's, like, I remember when the baked version of chips became, like, the healthy version. Who remembers that? Oh, my goodness. Lots of chips. Those will just go to waste. I'll end up like giving all this stuff away. They do give some fruit. But yeah, a meal would be like one of those frozen pizzas and maybe some chips. And they give like a cheese packet to go with the chips. Of course, everything they give like this, like the milk, they offer to give us milk every time, and I don't take it because it's 1%. It's pasteurized, of course, but it's not even whole milk. They give everything skim, like the cheese. It's low fat, so that's the healthy, option around here. It's like the whole grain, as long as it's whole grain, that's like a breakfast right there. It's basically a bunch of snacks. It's like wheat sort of processed carb snacks. And this is like one of the breakfast packets. It has cereal. It has a juice in here. And what else is in here? Oh, some kind of crackers. Like, it's a bunch of crackers. I can't believe how many crackers. Oh, there were, this doesn't look very good. But there were some veggies in little individual packs, like broccoli. I put some of the broccoli in the fridge. Apple, crackers, more crackers, chips. It's hard to believe that this is a school lunch, but this is basically what they eat at school. It's almost like makes you. My daughter has gotten into some of this stuff. This is why if I do pick it up, I take it and I hide this whole box until we get a few things out that we want, and then I'll give the rest away because the kids will just they'll eat this stuff. If you have this stuff in the house, this is what they'll eat. It's no joke. There's a few peanut butters, juice boxes, more crackers, some sort of whole grain crackers. Yeah, that's about it. And then, there were like,
Hey! What?
Hey.
Hey, what?
There were a few Lunchables. My daughter took those. So, yeah, what can you say, It's interesting. It really is. It makes you wonder. Somebody else was just talking about, what they're teaching in school. What they're teaching in the public school system. It's like, we should really start thinking about whether, what we want to be teaching our own children. Because somebody else has decided this for us. I don't like them being fed this at school. Oh, and there were chocolate donuts. Of course, they're whole grain, so it's fine, right? It's fine because they're whole grain. Oh, Yeah, it's scary. Because we don't eat like this at all here. I mean, you know, I let the kids eat carbs and whatnot, but it's not like the emphasis of every single meal. Every single meal. It's a shelf-stable vegan diet. And that's why, like, the vegans talk about American people eating junk food. The junk food that Americans eat, this is it. It's all vegan.